Emo.
Let me tell you a story about when I shit myself.
Are we actually? My question here is: are we actually going to ever pay attention to the game? I wanted to actually play this.
I don't care about this part. This is boring chores.
Hey, you leave his.
Okay, give the thing to Ian because Ian knows how to do it.
Yeah, Ian, you can do this super quick.
Get it over with.
All right, I'm doing the prologue.
I sat there and in the 4th grade.
Ian, how long is the recording at?
Fish on.
I remember those fuckers.
But no. So I sat there, and I was.
Motherfucking cast all your fish.
But
He's so surprised.
In the 4th grade, I sat there, and I was like, teacher, can I go to the bathroom? She was like, no, Nathan, you're disrupting my class. I'm going to have to send you to the principal's office if you disrupt it again. She was like, ask again in 10 minutes when I'm over with the lesson. You're learning about, like, bullshit colors or something. I was like, bitch, I already know my colors. Fucking green, red, apple. But I sat there and
my favorite color of the alphabet is 4.
But I sat there and I asked the teacher again. This was like 15 minutes after. She'd been done with the lesson. We were just waiting for the bell to ring. And we used to have the in-the-room toilets. So it wasn't a big deal. I sat in the back of the class.
You mean like when they had like those closets that were
like
transformed?
like the bathrooms, but they were actually just closets that were like a 2x2 room where you barely had enough fucking space to like wipe your ass.
When I was in
like every bathroom stall
when
on the planet.
When I was in preschool, like my first.
Can I just listen? Can we stay on one topic for?
Yes, I need to say this. It's very important. And when I my very first year of school, like 2 days into the year. We had one. We obviously had that. And we had those type of bathrooms in the classroom. And a kid went to go take a shit, and the door swung open, and the teacher was like, "Oh my gosh!" And we just all looked at him. He just looks at us and goes.
I've only shit my pants in school once, and it was on the bus in my freshman year.
I used to pee out at the recess.
And I did not full-fledged shit. I just shorted.
I used to pee in the recess.
We were on the way
home.
You
used to pee in the recess?
I used to pee at the recess playground.
We were on the way home from school on the bus, and I get dropped off at Zay's, and I was sitting next to Zay on the bus, and I farted. and I was like, I'm pretty sure I just shit my pants. and I smelled it. And then 5 minutes later,
how'd you smell it?
Because I shit my pants.
Came down your asshole?
Motherfucker, poop does not
No, he did the old science technique where you don't stuff it in your nose, you waft it.
That's it. I went home and I indeed did shit my pants.
I have never shit my pants in school, but they gave me focus medicine to pay attention in school because school's always bored me so much. But I was allergic to it or something that will always make me throw up. Like Nathan, you sat beside me on the bus, you've seen me throw up a lot of times.
Oh yeah.
Kids were still assholes to me back then until I punched a fat kid. Alright, so
I have the high ground lumps.
Alright.
Can we tell that story?
Alright, we'll tell it.
I have to finish the story about me shitting in class.
We'll tell it after my story. Alright, so I've never pooped my pants or anything at school, but so I was allergic to that medicine and it would make me throw up sometimes. And it wasn't throw up, it was just throw up and throwing up water, that type of thing. And so this was when kids were assholes, and Nathan said, Ian, you're gonna learn something about middle school. Kids are dicks. So it's you gotta learn to toughen up. So I took his advice, and people were sitting there smack talking. No, listen, kids were sitting there in the seat in front of us, turned around talking shit to me, and Nathan's just sitting there being a friend, coping me with it, and then they just say something really shitty to me, and I just throw up.
I have a story about throw up.
Really happened?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I do.
I got a story.
Staring at him after he says it, I just turn to the right, and I throw up water on the fucking floor, and it's running down the back of the bus. And you hear kids getting pissed off.
I would have stood up and just been sorry, I'm so very sorry.
All right, let's hear Nathan's story.
Okay, but back to what I was saying. We used to have little closets in our school that were converted for bathrooms. So I sat there and I was like, teacher, can I go to the bathroom now? She's like, no, Nathan, stop disrupting my class. So I just sat there and I was like,
what grade were you in?
Probably fucking 4th grade. But I sat there and I was like, all right, I got you. So she dead ass just looked at me. She's staring wide eyes like she owns the place. It was her classroom, but I showed her that desk was my desk. So I sat there and I was in that desk. I was wearing some athletic shorts and I was wearing like just a raggedy old like t-shirt. So I looked like trailer trash. And I did the part too. Because I sat there and I was like, you guys can't see me, but I was like this in the chair or in the desk. I just hunched over like this in the desk and I looked at the teacher and I made sure I like stared into her soul. She saw that I was straining a little bit and I just let out a little grunt. And then it just... I like pushed a log out, and it was such a big relief because I was holding it in since the beginning of that day. I left my house not taking my morning shit. So I sat there and I just pushed a log out. The teacher looked at me. And the teacher just she looked. She had her hands and she just put them over her mouth and she was like, go to the principal's. I had to wear jeans that looked like mom jeans. They were like baggy, like looked like bell-bottom jeans from the 80s. Because that was the only thing they had in the Lost and Found.
So I never liked school. I never liked school growing up because I'm creative. I like to be entertained.
Are you creative or are you dumb?
Oh my god.
You just got destroyed.
Like school. And since I live so close, we know for damn sure, if I ever just showed up from home from school, my dad would just let me come in. We know for damn sure.
He was definitely not walking.
So
unless it was that one time.
No, listen. So one day during gym class, you know how during gym they take you out to the blacktop, just that piece of black concrete?
No.
Yeah.
Alright, so one day, when my teacher's back was turned, I thought, okay...
Did you walk home?
No, listen. I never liked school until like now, and I was just hating it even more that day for some reason. Like for some reason that day just pissed me off. And this was like my first class. It was our PE week, and it was like Monday or Tuesday. I think it was Tuesday.
Game.
I was not feeling it that day. So when my coach's back was turned, I started booking it because like the gym is right beside that little path.
And doing the little Naruto run to a fucking bike.
No, listen, the gym was like right. The gym is where the path.
Gym is right next to the path.
Yeah, the gym is connected to the path that connects to the neighborhood. So I just start taking off, and my teacher just like hears like my freaking like sandals hitting the ground. Like he's like, "What is that?" The kids are all pointing. They go, "Ian's running away." Then I swear to you, I just hear my teacher whisper under his breath, "Oh shit." Then he just comes to me, and I was like so close. I was like halfway, like almost literally. I was fingernailing it. I was like this far into the neighborhood. Like if I had taken one more step, I would have been out of his. I would have been gone. He couldn't have come and get me. So he just grabbed me by the wrist. He's like, "Ian, why are you doing this?" And I just look at him and I say, "I want to go home and play my GameCube." Listen, so I got sick. I got sick in preschool, and my teacher just told me, "Okay, Ian, you go lie down in the play area for a little bit. It'll be okay in a little while." And like 10 minutes later, my mom and dad show up, and then the teacher, I'm just like, "Oh, my parents are here. They're probably gonna like tell the class about my mom's job or something." And then my teacher just says, "Okay, Ian, here," and my mom and I just remember my dad carrying me, and we go home. So then it got in my head, and I made the connection that if you're sick, you get to leave. Every day, I ask to go to the bathroom. I jam my entire fucking hand almost down my throat, flick my uvula, and make myself vomit in the bathroom. And I always have to make sure I had a little bit on me so they have proof. So I just like the first
Pick
time.
out a chunk and throw it at your teacher. I
No.
want out.
And then like I said, I had to make sure every time I did this, I had a bit on me as proof. So the first time I did it, I didn't think, oh, just a little bit on my mouth is gonna suffice. I fucking rubbed it on my legs.
Why your legs?
No, I threw up and it went on my collar on my shirt. And I was like, this doesn't look legit enough. I made myself look like, you know how in anime porn, there's a fucking plaster on the wall?
Look like you fell in the toilet.
No, you know
You
how
made it look like a hentai dude came all over you?
I made it look like that.
Were you friends with Reed first?
That guy
No.
was mad.
Well,
I
I
did a project with
No,
Ian.
how it was is I met Alec in first grade and I never really talked to you that much. And then
He was like, "What is it?"
Okay, no, let me tell the story.
Alright.
So I
I'll
was
tell
in
the
like
story
first
after.
grade class or second grade. I don't remember which year it was, but then like me and Ian were the loners, so we got paired up together. And then I was looking at Ian. I was like, man, I fucking hate this guy, and I don't know why.
Seriously?
I wonder why I had these cuts on my
I
wrist.
didn't have anything against you. I just didn't know you, so I was like, I don't like this guy.
What are you fucking Hitler?
And then me and Ian did a
Well,
project together.
I can't
I'm pretty.
lie. I can't lie. I'm the same way. I was the same way. If
So
I
you
hold up,
hated me,
hold up.
bitch?
no, if I had to sit with people that I didn't know at all, I don't like talking.
So I had to do a project with Ian. I'm 90% sure we did not fucking do it. I'm 90% sure we did fucking nothing.
Shint Shore.
Man,
Sure.
Did you hate me whenever you first met me?
no.
I introduced you.
So
guys.
so
you too.
then we went to lunch. I think it was probably like a week after the project was done or whatever. It was me, Reed, and Tanner, and fucking some other jerk offs.
And
And
Jose.
no, I didn't know Zay till like third grade, fourth
Seriously?
grade. Yeah,
Shit.
I'll tell my Zay origin story later. But
Whenever he's
When
here.
so
Zay's
we were talking about the infamous game, Sonic Adventure 2,
Oh God.
and we were talking about
And
like
Ian's
raising.
sense-
Shut up. Let me tell my story. We were talking about raising chows, and Ian just like, chows, you say? And he hears it because he's sitting alone. Because you know Ian. Okay,
how
let me
it
get this straight.
happened.
Ian was a fucking loser.
I've never actually I don't remember it.
You
Okay,
you
so-
met me before you met Nathan.
No.
Okay, the
Yeah.
only way I remember,
No,
I don't
I know
know.
Nathan
I know I
already.
introduced
No,
you
because
guys.
I met you at Ian's like
We were
fifth grade
we,
birthday.
we were. It was. I met.
Acquaintances, not like friends.
Well, yeah.
Like
Okay,
I
so-
know I introduced you all to each other.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we were the first time I met Nathan. I was planning to spend the night over at Ian's, and Ian was like, "I'm gonna invite my friend Nathan over. He's a cool guy." And Michael was also there.
What grade was this?
This was elementary school. I think
Okay.
you might have been in like fourth grade, fifth grade, and you're
All right.
whatever. But
Like how? Because we didn't start hanging out till fourth grade, and Nathan's a year ahead of us.
I don't know. I know it was in elementary school. And we were both in there.
All right.
But anyway, so we had the Wii, and Nathan was like, "I got this cool game, guys. It's so awesome." You know what the game was? Boom Blocks.
What?
We were playing fucking Boom Blocks, and we were
Is that
playing.
a game where it's literally just blocks and you have to shoot bombs at?
Yeah.
yeah.
Man, that game was my shit.
And then
That game was awesome.
And then Nathan and Michael were going against each other, and Michael beat Nathan, and Nathan started crying. And he went upstairs in this very room, and he hid right up there. And then me, Ian, and Reed just went up there, and then we were like, "Dude, what's wrong?" He's like, "He always beats me at everything because he's my little brother." And then we were like, we understand he's your little brother, and you know he's just
a pussy.
He's just a kid. And Nathan was up here crying because his little brother beat him at Boom Blocks.
I was never good at
I
Boom
remember
Blocks.
that. I
But you
remember
just-
it now.
But hey,
I
I got back at him because you want to know why?
you beat him.
About a year later, he hit me in the head with a baseball bat trophy, so I choked his bitch ass out and he went unconscious for a minute.